I am doing this video so that you can you understand how to do a frequency distribution and also a relative frequency distribution and a cumulative relative frequency distribution. Well, and you will be also doing the, well, as you see, the cumulative frequency. So it says that the following is the average daily temperatures for Portland, Oregon for the month of July, which these are nice temperatures. You know, it's the first day that they just recorded the average daily temperature for every single, for the day of the whole month of July. And they record them here the first day that, we're not sure if that's July 1st or not, but what if the first day they started recording, it was 70, then 74, and so on. And so it says complete the frequency distribution for the data. Use 4 decimal places when applicable. So the frequency is just the number of times that thing occurs. These are what we know as the observations. So we want to know how many of the observations up here were between 70 and 74. And so I already highlighted all the numbers. I found them for you. And I highlighted in yellow all the numbers, all the observations up here between 70 and 74. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So that answer, that first answer there is 6. Oh. I'll just write it down like this. Okay, and then I did the same thing and I highlighted in blue all the numbers between 75 and 79. That's including 75 and 79. And I got 8, I believe. So we can continue on. I'm just going to kind of cheat so we can, you could do the same thing between 80 and 84. You count how many numbers are between 80 and 84, and then you'd put the number that's the frequency. So I'm just going to cheat and find the answers quickly here. Okay, so I filled them all in for the frequency. Now we have to find relative frequency. Relative frequency, if you write it as it's a percent, is the percent of the total. So we need to take the they want to know what the basically they're asking for what is the percent of the total observations up here that are between 70 and 74. So to find that, you just take the number of observations between 70 and 74, and you divide by the total number of observations. So we could add, to find the total number of observations, you could add 6 plus 8 plus 8 plus 4 plus 4. So that would be 14 plus 8. 14 plus 8 is 22. 22 plus 4, 26 plus 4, 30. So it looks like if we add what's called the sum of these frequencies, we add all those frequencies together, then we get, there was a total of 30 observations. And we can kind of just double check that up here because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of 5 numbers. So it is 30 observations. Okay, so what we need to do to find the relative frequency, I take the frequency for this particular row and I divide by the total observations, the total number of observations, or the sum of the frequencies. So that's going to be 1/5 written as a decimal. Get a calculator here. 6 divided by 30 is 0.2. Okay, then this one is going to be the frequency for that row, 8/30. And I just get the decimal there. So this one's 8 divided by 30, which is They said accurate to 4 decimal places, so 0.266, and then we're gonna make the last one the 7. So that was for that one. And then this one's gonna be the same number because it's still 8/30 for this one. Okay, then it's 4/30 for this one. Which is 0.133. And then this one's the same thing. So take the frequency of that row and divide it by the total sum of the frequencies, the total of frequencies, total observations, and then that's how I got the relative frequency. Cumulative frequency is everything between 70 and 74 and smaller. So everything between 70, there's no numbers, there's no observations that were less than 70. So the cumulative frequency for this row is the same as the regular frequency. But then the next row, so we can just look at the number, that largest number there. It's really, a cumulative frequency is the frequency of that row plus all the frequencies in the previous smaller rows of smaller numbers. So it's or another way of saying it is how many observations were 79 and less. Well, it's everything in this column, the 8 that are between 75 and 79, those were less than 79. But then it's also the 6 above it in the row above it, because those were also less than 79. So it's 8 plus 6 is 14 for the cumulative frequency of this between 75 and 79. Then for this row, how many values were less than 84? Where it's these 8 from this row that are between 80 and 84, and then all of the rows below it. So you could just add 6 plus 8 plus 8, but that row and all the rows below it. Or you could take the cumulative frequency from the previous row, which was 14, and add 8, which gets you 22. And then this one is all frequencies less than 89, which is that 4 plus 8 plus 8 plus 6. Or like I said, you could do 22 plus 4, which is 26. Okay, and then the last one, it's the 20, it's all values. How many values were less than 94? Well, all of the values were less than 94, so that's 30. Or 94 or less, so that's 30. Okay, and then one more row that we have to do here is the cumulative relative frequency, and that just means that we need to take all of the cumulative frequencies and divide by the sum of the frequencies again. So that was 30 again. So this one's going to be the same. So, and then this one is going to be 14/30. This one's going to be 22/30. And this one's going to be 26/30. And 30/30. So it's like, what percent of the data was less than or equal to 94? Well, all of the data was. And so that's why we have one whole here, or if we're written as a percent, it'd be 100%. So let's just find those out quickly. 14/30 is 0.46. And there's sixes go on forever, so many 6, 6, 7 rounded. And then 22/30 is this 0.733 is going on forever. So I'll say 333. And then 26/30 the 0.8886 going on forever. So around to 0.267. All right, and that's how you do the frequency, relative frequency, cumulative frequency, and cumulative relative frequency in a frequency distribution. All right, bye.